the Paris got very angry. He said, so your Rebbe doesn't want to help me because I'm not part of his faith? I'll do the same thing. In the places that I own, there's around 300 Yidden, and they get their parnasa from me, and they get it, in a good way. I'm going to let them all go now because they're not part of my faith. And you're going to be the first one. Don't come back on my wagon. Everybody, the story is connected to the parsha because unfortunately we have the klalis, but really we know that the deeper meaning of all the klalis are brachas. The curses are really blessings in disguise. But this story, someone got cursed for real, and we'll see what happened. So there was once a man from Belz who he moved to a far place in Russia. From a certain parts over there, he rented a little inn, and that's how he would make his parnasa. And the parts there really liked him. And at some point after he moved there, the son of this parts became a little bit crazy. Last week also we had a story about someone going crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, whatever. So he went crazy, and they asked doctors, they asked even people who practice sorcery, and they couldn't heal him. So this Yid tells the parts that where I'm from Belz, there's a very big tzaddik, right? There's Shar Shalom in Belz, and he has helped many people become well, when they had mental emotional issues. So you should go with your son to the tzaddik, and he'll get a bracha. So. And this person was thinking, listen, he'll go. He'll probably want me to travel with him, so I'll get to go also to Belz to see my friends, my family, and win-win, right? So, and that's what happened. The parts went to the son and asked him to join, and asked the Yid to join them, and they got to Belz, and the Yid goes to the tzaddik of Shar Shalom and asks him and tells him that we can make a kiddush Hashem. We can show this parts that Yesh Elokim Yisrael, right? There's a God in Israel, and please, give a bracha so that this guy's son should become healed. So the Belzer Rebbe says, it's enough that I ask, that I in Shemayim I ask for so many favors for Yidden. Right? I'm going to now go ask for a guy. No, he's right. I can't do that. So the Jew goes out and he tells the truth to this parts. The parts got very angry. He said, so your Rebbe doesn't want to help me because I'm not part of his faith? I'll do the same thing. In the places that I own, there's around 300 Yidden, and they get their parnasa from me, and they get it, in a good way. I'm going to let them all go now because they're not part of my faith, and you're going to be the first one. Don't come back on my wagon. Go by foot, and you're going to take your wife and kids with you. And by the time I get there, I'm going to already kick them out, and you're going to find them on the road. So this Yid right away went back to the Belzer Rebbe and said with a bitter voice, there are 300 Jews who are about to be on the road, looking for a new place to live, because you're not sure, you don't want to help one non-Jew. Is that right? Belzer Rebbe said, since it now is negat to the to the public, to the Hamoin, so do like this: tell your master that there's already a cure for his son. He should go back home. When he gets to the 7th town from Belz, he should go into the priest in that town, and the priest will heal him. Yeah, weird. The priest is going to heal him. Anyway, so the Yid goes out very happily, and he tells the parrots the news. And the parrots already, just being around there, he realized from all the people that are coming out that the Belzer Rebbe gives brachas and they happen. So he was also very happy. And he was sure already they would have a refuah shlema. So they get to the 7th town, and over there, the priest was a very, very big Rasha, a big Jew hater. Yidden came to the Belzer Rebbe all the time complaining about the things he would do to them. So when they got there and they told the priest that the Belzer Rebbe sent them to him, he got very angry. He started to curse the Yidden, started to curse the Yidden's leaders, all the Rabbanim and the Torah, and he even started to curse towards Shemayim and curse God, which doesn't make any sense, but we'll see in a second what happened. He became so engrossed in his cursing that he reached a stage of insanity, and he just stayed there, and he stayed insane. So the Paritz, he hears this, the Paritz sees this, and he's like, I have enough crazy people to deal with. My own son is crazy. What do I have to do here? So he leaves. And at that moment, he turns to his son and he sees that his son is perfectly fine, just like another regular person. What happened was his insanity was just transferred to the priest. And his son was talking to, this Parit's son is talking to the father, and he didn't even know what happened to him before, because he was insane a second ago. Now he's normal. He's like, where am I? What am I doing here? So the Paritz was very happy, and he tells the Yid, what am I, a dog, that I got such a favor, such a blessing from a tzaddik, and I'm not going to give him back anything? Let's go back to the tzaddik, and I'll give him a donation. So they went to Belz and they came to the Belzer Rebbe, and the Rebbe said, Chas v'shalom, I'm not going to take anything. So the Paris he was very distressed. He wanted to give back. So the Yid said, listen, I think you should go to the Beis Medrash in Belz. There are people who learn there all day, and they're poor. Try to help them out financially, and that way you'll repay the favor. So they came into the Beis Medrash, and they called the Gabbai, and they asked him to make a list of all the people who sit and learn there, and he gave all of them money for clothing and for shoes. Basically, he gave them enough money that they should have new stuff from head to toe. And they went, they traveled home from there, and from then on, the Paritz was even more nice to the Yidden, and so that's the story of becoming crazy. When it happens to the right people, it's a blessing. So anyway, good Vach, and we should see miracles in our lives. And thank you for joining. Good Vach. Hey friends, coming on here quickly just to ask you a quick question. So far all I've posted are shorts and stories, and I'm hoping to grow and put other content. I have some ideas of my own, but do me a favor, comment below what type of Jewish content would you like to see most, and that way I can get an idea of what you guys want, and we can go from there. So thank you so much, and until next time.